Finally. Welcome to Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and I say finally because this is a wave that I've been pushing to get to, folks. I mean, there are a number of videos that I've been pushing to get to, folks. You'll see within the next few releases on this channel. You know, I've been pushing to get through a number of reviews within my little review queue, folks. So stay tuned for some DC Multiverse, folks. I got that coming up, as well as a lot of other things, folks. But this is one that I've been looking forward to, folks, for a variety of reasons, because I've always enjoyed the Titans, the classic Titan comics with Robin, who would ultimately become Nightwing. We had Beast Boy, Cyborg, Starfire, which I don't know why Starfire was not within this wave. Pretty sure we'll get her in a single release. But we had all those characters: Beast Boy, Starfire, of course, Raven, and Donna Troy. And they were pretty much all of them were proteges from the more legacy DC type characters. Nightwing, Batman, Donna Troy, Wonder Woman, Roy Harper, is Green Arrow. And of course, Superboy, I guess he would join at some point. Damian Wayne, Batman, and Robin. So Batman and Superman. So it was always interesting to see the proteges create their own team. A lot of interesting stories. And but mostly, I'm a huge Nightwing fan, folks. I love Nightwing. He is top 10 for me, and that's huge within the DC universe. He's top 10 of all time within the DC universe for me. I love Nightwing, love Dick Grayson. And so that plays into why I'm just so excited for this Titans wave. We've already had a number of Nightwing releases, but I'm really interested to kind of dive into this one and see what this one is all about. I know there's some controversy surrounding this one because he does not come with their screamer sticks. I don't know what the deal is with that. We'll talk about that later. But we have the Titans wave, which will create the big beastly Beast Boy type of a character, and I'll bring him out later. We'll check him out. Now, I've also reviewed this Beast Boy character here. This is him in his more humanoid form. This is the Walmart exclusive. So I've reviewed him. So check it out, folks, if you haven't done so already. So I have that on the channel with this Beast Boy here. Now, one of the other reasons why I'm really excited about, I'm gonna put Beast Boy over here. One of the other reasons that I'm excited about this Titans wave is because of this comic here, Dawn of DC, folks. If you have not checked it out, if you like the Titans, check this out, because this series, or this new Titan series, is a result of yet another crisis. Not Crisis on Infinite Earths, but it's called Dark Crisis. So DC always goes through these crisis events, which kind of reshapes or restarts all of their titles. And Dark Crisis, really restarted everybody's titles, as you can see right here with Dawn of DC with New Titans. So now, after Dark Crisis, the Titans, not the Justice League, are the premier team of the DC universe. They're the first line of defense for the world. Usually it was the Justice League, but at the end of Dark Crisis, both Batman and Nightwing had a conversation, and Batman was like, the Justice League is no more. We're gonna kind of go out and do our own thing, but it's up to you guys to defend the Earth, to be that premier team of the world. Now the Justice League, those characters will be there, because at some point Justice League gonna come back. They are the team. The Titans cool, but Justice League, they're gonna be there. But I like the fact that we're having now the Titans who are having to step up, and be that team for the world, and it creates an interesting dynamic too. Reading this title has me that much more excited for this wave that we see here. Here we have Nightwing with this collector's card. Now, this is the image that we received from Nightwing with his very first release within McFarlane Toys. And then you can see the screamer sticks here, but he don't come with that, so I don't know what that's about. And then here we have his data file. Roy Harper Arsenal with his collector's card. And on the back, we see his data file as well. The mysterious one known as Raven in her more classic costume. Now, this is the costume I think many, including myself, wanted to see from this figure. Maybe we'll get this released at some point. I'm pretty sure we will. And I know many of us thought that we get Trigon as the Build-A-Figure, but that didn't happen. Maybe we'll get him in the Mega Figure form. And then on the back, we have Raven's data file. Donna Troy, which is Wonder Woman's protege. I love this image. I love how the reflection of, I guess, this Nightwing and some of the other Titans are within the little Wonder Woman bracelet. I call it the Wonder Woman bracelet. So that's what it's called. I love that reflection of the individuals within that. So that's pretty cool. She looks kind of possessed, though. I don't know. It's just like, I like this image, but it looks like something's going on with her. But it's pretty cool. I love it. I love the artwork. On the back, we have her data file as well. And last but not least, our figures are packaged with the old reliable DC Multiverse display stand. All right, up first, we got to go with my main man, Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing, Batman's protege. I had to go with old Dick Grayson. This is my guy, folks. But he comes with absolutely nothing. He don't come with no accessories. Oh, no scrap mistakes. I don't know what the deal is with that, folks. No open hands, no nothing. I don't know if it was a situation where they figure, they'll release another Nightwing and he's going to come with all of that. I mean, I'm going to bring out some of the other Nightwings that we've had from this wave, from this line. So this was the very first Nightwing that was released from DC Multiverse. So we had this Dick Grayson Nightwing, and he comes with the scrimmage sticks. I painted these, gave him a paint. I'm gonna give him another paint, another coat of paint. I wanted to give them more of a silver look to their scrimmage sticks, so I did that. So we have this Nightwing here, if I can get him to stand, which he should. I don't know why he shouldn't. All right, so we have this Nightwing, gonna kind of face him forward. All right, so we got that one, and we have this Screaming Nightwing. Now, this was a part of the Batman 3 Jokers Amazon exclusive. So we have this Nightwing here. And I think I'm going to lend his scrimmage sticks to this Nightwing. And I'll show you how I'm going to pull that off. Now, there's one more Nightwing, which I do have. I got him on my other shelf. It is the Gotham Knights Nightwing. So that's another Nightwing that we do have. But yeah, these three here that I have within my collection, I think I'm good on Nightwings. Unless folks, and I'm hoping that we get this guy. I'm hoping we get a first appearance Nightwing. And that's the one that I feel we should have gotten before this wave, as a first appearance Nightwing. Maybe that's something we'll get within his classics line. We'll see. But yeah, we have these two Nightwings here, folks. So I want to do a little comparison with that. But yeah, this one here, man, I tell you, I know a lot of people, I've heard complaints about the body that's chosen for this particular Nightwing, and I think it is a little too thin, even though this guy is a super acrobat, and he has trained his body much like Batman. It's much like his mentor to peak condition. He's more of an agile acrobat, so I understand why he has this lean body mold, though I really wish they would have went more with this one. This one seems a little thicker. So I really wish we would have got this body mold, and then this head sculpt is just awesome. I love this head sculpt better. He has more personality with this particular head sculpt. I love how they colored the mask. It's all blue, and I love the eyes. He has that animated look to him, and again, I love the little smirk that he has. He has that little, I'm gonna get the upper hand type of a look to him, and I like that. I love the more bright, vibrant blue that they are highlighting throughout the costume. I like how this goes all the way towards down the end. It's much like the Hush, the Nightwing we see in the Hush comic. I love how they handled the emblem. Emblem is a little different than the one that we have with this one here, and even with this Nightwing here. So different emblems all around. I guess these two different colors. But I really like this one here, folks. I like what they did with this one here. I love how it goes all the way towards the end. Just the body is a little too thin for me, but it's not a deal breaker. Here we have the little blue around the bottom of the shoes. I like that. Nice, sleek costume overall. Again, I love the face sculpt. Love what they did. Look how the hair kind of comes down out front. Now, in terms of articulation, man, he's going to go, man, articulation, this guy has it all. Butterfly joints, double jointed elbows, nice extension in the elbow area. He has that bicep swivel, nice articulation in the wrist area. It's on that weird ball joint. I think it is. Yeah. But yeah, nice articulation in the wrist area. Pretty cool. Nice articulation. Waist. He does have waist swivel. can go all the way around with no problem. He has that upper torso articulation as well, so really nice articulation there. Here he can do the splits really well because this dude needs to be super articulated, man, because this is a super, you talk about an acrobat. So this guy has to be, man, I tell you, he needs to be at his best when you talk about articulation. So I really feel like you'll be able to get this guy into some pretty cool poses like this. But I really like how they articulated this guy. He looks really cool. So I have the swappable hand. I think this comes from the General Zod. He came with like 500 swappable hands. So I'm going to take this, and you can just swap this out for this Nightwing. I think this might be the one too big. So here, all right, you can do this. I think I had one that was a little smaller too. I think this one's a little too big, but you can find if you do have a swappable hand with the DC figures, you can take this and then just take their scrimmer stick here, and then you're good to go. So that's an option. That's an option. This one looks a little too big. I do have one that's a little smaller that I'm going to utilize. So you can always do that, folks. So that's always an option. I'm happy with this figure, folks. I'm happy with him. I'm happy with the articulation. And I'm happy to have someone like this that has more lighter paint deco for his, his costume with the blues and everything. And, he fits in perfectly, as the leader of this new Titans wave. So, yeah, cool with this Nightwing. And again, man, articulation-wise, he brings it, man. He brings it articulation-wise, folks. I love it. We are going to head on to the next segment. Let's get to it. All right, up next we have Donna Troy, who is Wonder Woman's protege. Now, this one here, folks, served as one of my most favorite figures from the wave. I will say that right now. This is one of my most favorite of this wave. When it was advertised, I was like, man, she is the standout. There's another one that's a standout as well. We'll talk about that later. But we do have Donna Troy. Now, she does come with a few things, so we'll check that out. All right, so Donna Troy does come with an accessory, which is this sword here that's painted in all gray, which I really wish they would have did a little better job on. Maybe gave us this all in silver and maybe kept this gray. I'm going to give this sword a silver paint here and keep this like it is, to give it a little bit of something. I think this looks a little too bland for me. Yeah, this actually looks for the sword here, which I really like, man. I mean, I really like this figure already. I'm telling you that right now. I love what they did with her. But I really wish that she had been packaged with a lasso, because she is Wonder Woman's protege. So with collecting so many Wonder Woman figures, through this whole McFarlane DC Multiverse run that we've had so far, I'm going to give her this lasso here. Now, Donna Troy's lasso in the comics is white. So I'm going to maybe give this a white paint. I attempted to do that, which I didn't do that good of a job. But this one here, this little routed up robe here of from Wonder Woman, I thought maybe tagging it on to here like this, to give it a look, so it shows that she has her little lasso. So I'll probably do that as well. It's always fun to add like different accessories or whatnot to these figures here. So that's something that I definitely would like to do. Now, this is maybe not the best pose, but this is something I'm doing on the fly. But this is something that I would like to do, in terms of having her with that little lasso of truth or whatnot, in battle. So, yeah, I definitely would like to utilize this with her or whatnot. So we have this right here that I'm going to add to Donna Troy. In terms of the figure as a whole, I really like what they did with her. I think she looks a little too evil or angry. I would have liked maybe more of a not so I'm taken over by Cersei or someone like that type of a look. Other than that, man, I love how they handled the hair. I felt like people would utilize this for a custom Wonder Woman. And I think that people still can do so because, she does have that Wonder Woman look to her. Excellent detail for the hair. I love how the hair flows, the detail there. Again, even though she does look a little angry or taken over by someone, I love the detail and the color underneath the eyes, the eyebrows, again, how to handle the lips. McFarlane does an excellent job with a lot of its female characters. I really like that. We definitely need more females within this line of DC Multiverse. The costume design looks excellent. I love the texture here throughout her costume. Here you see on the chest area. I love that, the grays. Now, know a lot of us, including myself, we want that more classic Donna Troy costume that's in all black with the stars. Maybe we'll get that at some point. But I like this costume. I really like this costume. We have the stars down the side of the leg. It's more of an all gray costume, you know, more grays, light and dark grays that's utilized throughout. So very simple colors, yet we still have a lot of textured detail throughout. Like, love how they handled the boots and everything. So, and then we have the gauntlets, man. I gotta look at those Wonder Woman gauntlets. That's nice. Would have been cool if this would have been more of a shiny, more metallic type of a paint or plastic that's utilized here. That would have been really cool. So you get like kind of like a reflection, you know, when you're utilizing, when you're putting up the little gauntlets here for defense. That would have been pretty cool. We have the little shoulder armor pads here. I love how they handled the little neck, I guess a little necklace that she has here on her neck here. I like that as well. So costume design is impressive. I like it, man. And this is a favorite. This is one of my most favorite figures from the wave here. And in terms of articulation, it's going to be the same, folks. Nice articulation in the wrist area. Decent articulation. She does have this, like I said, the gauntlet, which hinders some of the articulation in the wrist area. She does have bicep sword, which is pretty cool. Even with the shoulder pads, she can go all the way up, which is really cool. Even with those shoulder pads, these are a bit pliable to where it's not deterring articulation. Has nice articulation in the waist area as well. Has that upper torso. Does have it, but it's not much. She has a little bit of rocking here, but it can't go all the way around. But she does have the waist swivel and everything. She has that nice articulation in the leg areas. Go all the way out like this. Double jointed knees. She can go all the way back like that, which is really good. And nice articulation in the foot area. And she does have that toe articulation as well. So really pretty solid articulation with this figure. You'll have no problem articulating Donna Troy. And again, man, I really wish she would have been given a white lasso, you know, to utilize. But I took care of that because I gave her this, which I need to maybe do that good a job on. But yeah, she can have that. You can put that in her hand to kind of make it like she's going to use it in battle. So we got this for Donna Troy. You know, she does not come with any swappable hands, which is a thing. Wish that she came with some swappable hands. And maybe a sheath for her sword as well. That's something that I wish that she would have been given a sheath for a sword. So we have this here. Absolutely, hands down, one of my favorites. And with that being said, we're going to get on to the next segment. Let's get it. All right, up next, we have Roy Harper, a.k.a. Arsenal. He is the Arrow's protege. And folks, if you follow this channel, you know that the Arrow is one of my all-time favorites. So this Roy Harper, man, I've been wanting to check this guy out. Now, there are a few different looks that this character has had over the years. We've had this kind of look with the hat turned backwards and the shades that he's wearing. And we've had the one without the hat and everything with more of a hood type look, or maybe with the hood off and maybe the domino mask and the hair that is exposed. So, you know, I could go either way. Hopefully we'll get the other version that we've gotten in the past comics at some point. All right, so let's take a look at what Roy Harper comes with. So first up, he comes with this quiver, which holds his arrows and I guess a few gadgets or whatever. So we have that nice detail and design for this here. And here you'll see the peg that pegs into the back of Roy Harper. We're going to tap that into his back. So we have that. All right. All right, up next, we have Roy Harper's arrows. What's an archer without his arrows? Now, I will say this, folks. They could have definitely did better with this thing here. Not a fan of the melded together arrows, though I do understand it, you know, in terms of, you know, giving us arrows for his quiver. Though I really wish that we would have been given, you know, a single arrow. You know, give us these melded together arrows, but, you know, give us better paint. You know, give us some better paint, a little better detail for these arrows. You know, whatnot. But yes, give us a single arrow because he did not come with a single arrow. So these arrows will go into here like this. And there you have it. All right, and up next we have Roy Harper's bow. So we have his bow here, which is decked out in all red. We have the little white strand, which is nice, nice touch. Nice, it really blends well with the red, so I'm really happy that they did that. Now, I do have some loose arrows that I'd like to give him. So I have this right here that I will give him. You can kind of place that back here. And then I have another one here that, you know, I can place here with his, in his hand. Do something like this. Feel the hole. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. But like I said, these figures definitely needed to come with, you know, loose arrows, you know, better paint with the arrows as well. All right, so taking a closer look at the Roy Harper Arsenal character. Overall, I think they could have did a better job with him. Yet at the same time, I like him. I really like him. There's some things I do like about him, and there's some things I don't. I think they could have did a better job with this visor area, made it a little bit more translucent. This looks a little too bland, a little too plain here. In terms of his costume here, I love the textured detail here throughout of his costume. I love how I love the design and detail to his utility belt. Did a good job with that. I mean, overall, not a bad figure, though I feel they could have did a better job with the face sculpt. You know, I think this could have been handled well or better than they did. You know, I think they did a decent job with the hat and everything, but I think the visor is my thing. They could have did a little better job with the visor. I think they did a good job here with the tattoo here on the arm. They handled that very well, so they did a good job with that. It has says poison. You can get this at the poison. So you poison, boy. You got like that BBD song, poison. I shouldn't have did that, but yeah, that poison. And got a little skull here on the side and everything. I think they handled this pretty decent, even though the pins are showing on the sides. You know, maybe one day these figures will go pinless. That'll be awesome. Double jointed knees, elbows. That's nice waist swivel, really nice waist swivel. So this guy here, he seems to be a little bit more articulated. You know, really articulated very well. So arms go all about to here. Legs, really, man. I mean, out of everybody, I mean, look at the articulation in this guy. Double jointed knees go all the way back like this. No problem. Nice articulation in the foot. Toe articulation as well. Nice articulation in the head and go all the way around. You can look up, you can look down. So articulation is excellent with this figure here, man. Overall, it's a pretty solid figure. I mean, there's some things that I just don't like about this figure. There's some things that I do like about this figure. And, you know, as a overall, happy to have, you know, the Green Arrow's protege within my collection. That's something that I never thought that I have. So this is pretty cool. And I think I like the other incarnation of Roy. Though I don't mind this one. You know, I just think they could have handled the face sculpt a little bit better. But yeah, man, got Roy Harper here, and he's getting ready for battle, folks. He's gonna show off some of the skills that he's learned from the one and only Arrow. And folks, with that being said, we're gonna head on to the next segment. All right, up next we have the mysterious one known as Raven, the demon. I tell you, man, this girl is a real demon, and her father is Trigon. And man, that's a whole nother story that I really hope that we see in live action. Really interesting, you know, series of events in regards to her father, Trigon. But yeah, man, we have Raven, and this is my other favorite from within this wave, folks. It is Raven and it's Donna Troy. Even though we did not get the classic looking Raven, I really like this version. I really like the costume overall. I think they did an excellent job with it. You know, now she does come with these two energy effect accessories. Now, the thing about these energy effects is the fact that, you know, they play as you have to take the head off like this, and then you would tab the effect in like that. Now, I understand that it looks a little weird because you can see the little pin joint there. So I really wish they would have maybe executed that a little better or thought that through. You can't see that. Now, from afar, it's kind of like, I mean, you just can't, you know, see it. But if you're really looking, you can see the little pin joint there. So I wish they would have did that. Now, I know one of the other ways that you can pose, her energy is you can maybe place this in her hand like that. You can do that there. You maybe use some putty, or I think you can tab this into there like that, and you can utilize her energy in her hand like that, which looks really good. I like that. And she has a presence about her that really shines within this wave. Raven really, she injects life into this wave. She really stands out, and especially when you have her with her energy effects and everything. So I really like that. I really like what they did with this character overall, this figure overall. And I love the designs on the costume. So I'm cool with this Raven. I'm cool with the costume overall. The color, the hue of those dark purples or dark navy blues. We have the orange and the red belt here. I love the designs there. I love this design here on the costume. Really brings this figure out here. Have the little, red medallion here on her chest. Just love the detail and the textured detail here within her cloak and her hood. Everything just really comes together. Here you see the face sculpt. She has the white eyes. You can see the red hair here. You can even pull this back to see the red hair here. So I like that. She has the black lipstick here. And again, man, she has that look. She has that mysterious, dark look about her, yet she does stand for good. But she does have double jointed knees, elbows. Does she have bicep swivel? She does have bicep swivel. Arms can go all the way out to here, which is not bad at all. She does have nice articulation in the wrist area as well. Nice waist swivel, which is really cool. Upper torso, really good upper torso. I don't know why Donna Troy didn't have any upper torso. She can go all the way around. So I think this is another one that's articulated very well. Oh my gosh, she has really good articulation. So wow, really solid all the way through, folks. Overall, really, really happy to have this Raven figure as a part of my collection. Hands down, my most favorite from this wave here. Love the energy effects. Definitely could have executed, how they attach to the hand a little bit better. But man, really happy to have Raven. Look forward to her father's, release. Maybe we'll get Trigon. I'm pretty sure we'll get Trigon in more of a mega figure form. So stay tuned for that, folks. With that being said, we're going to head on to the next segment. But I love this Raven, folks. Great job, McFarlane. All right, let's get on to the next. All right, and last but not least, we have the Build-A-Figure in the Beast Boy, a more beastly like Beast Boy. Now, folks, I will say I'm not the biggest Beast Boy fan. I've just never been a big Beast Boy fan, but we do have this one here. And I will say I am very impressed with this Beast Boy figure here. I'm very impressed with this guy here. He looks great. Now, I've never seen him transform into something like this, though in the new Dawn of DC Titans 1, he transforms into this huge monster. So I think they've elevated this character that much more in the comics. It's not out of the realm of possibility. But man, I love just the hue of green that's utilized for this Beast Boy figure. It really brings him out that much more. And it really brings the wave when you put everybody together. It really highlights the wave once you put this Beast Boy with him, with the hue of green. Love how they handled the costume. You see the Beast Boy costume. I love the textured detail throughout. Looks good. The whites, the off-whites, the reds, the blacks. Have the red designs throughout here. With the costume, you see the fur, you see the green, the texture detail here with the greens and everything. Really nice figure, man. And this is a Build-A-Figure, man. And I'm just impressed, man. He does have butterfly joints here, as you can see. I like that. Single jointed elbows, but I think he has does he have forearm swivel? No, he doesn't. He does have bicep swivel. He has that upper torso articulation as well, though it's really tight, folks. But he does have nice waist swivel. He can go all the way around with no problem. Nice articulation in the head area. Even though it pops off, you have to really connect it, clamp that thing on because it has a tendency of popping off. But he can go all the way around with no problem. He can look down and he can look up, but again, his head pops off easy. I love the detail here with the claws. I like that, folks. Like the darker greens for the claws that meshes well with the lighter skin tone. I like that, folks. So nice articulation here in the wrist area as well. So he has a fisted hand. He has a claw hand. So he can kind of claw at you. I like that. Beast Boy's going. He's coming for you. Love this face sculpt. This face sculpt really brings the figure together. Love how they gave him more like this little beard here that goes away or all around to the front of the to the chin areas from each side of the face. Love the sculpt, the detail of the cheeks, the eyes, the paint that's utilized to lift these areas here, the fangs, the sculpt, the detail here with the hair is fantastic. I love it, folks. I mean, I didn't think I liked this Build-A-Figure as much as I do, but I really like this. Actually, this has to be one of my most favorite Build-A-Figures, folks. And again, this is from somebody who's not the biggest Beast Boy fan, but I really like this Build-A-Figure. Now, I want to put him next to some of the other bigger figures that we've had from this, wave, from the DC Multiverse wave. So I do have the King Shark. So he is the Build-A-Figure from that Suicide Squad wave that we had. So we have the King Shark, and we also have the Mega figure known as Killer Croc. So we got Killer Croc. Put him next to Killer Croc here. Gonna pull these down. These are big figures, man. I tell you. So we got Killer Croc next to Beast Boy. So we got that alongside Beast Boy, the Page Puncher Gorilla Grodd. So we got Gorilla Grodd here next to Beast Boy. So these are two really good figures, folks. I tell you, man, I like this. So got Gorilla Grodd and Beast Boy. It works as a nice, Build-A-Figure, beast-like figure, or a monster type figure for your collection. So if you don't want to use them as, Beast Boy, you can use them as something else, whatnot. Because we have this Beast Boy here, which is the Walmart exclusive. So you have that option. You can use this Beast Boy with that. Or what I'm going to do, you can also, I went to Michael's and I purchased this this little tiger, and I'm going to color it green. So you have that option for him to turn into a little tiger. And then overall, folks, love this Beast Boy figure. I like it way better than I thought I would. He has some impressive articulation as well. So I will say that. So loving this Beast Boy. I didn't say love like 15 million times. I apologize. But I'm just impressed with this guy. I'm impressed with what he brings to the table overall. I love this pose right here. Oh, man. I love it. I love it, folks. All right. We're going to take it on to the next segment, folks. Get ready. Beast Boy's getting ready to punch. Let's go. And here for comparison, I have our Titans next to many of their mentors. So we have next to Wally West, the Rebirth, Angry Flash. And then up next, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the Batman. And this is the blue and gray variant Hush Batman next to Dick Grayson Nightwing. Then we have Wonder Woman from the Shazam Fury of the Gods next to Donna Troy. And last but certainly not least, we got the Page Puncher Green Arrow next to Roy Harper, the Arsenal. And here I have the long forgotten, the missing Titan in the form of the Starfire figure. Now, this is the DC Universe Starfire, which was a part of that Starfire and Adam Strange 2-pack. Now, I have a theory, folks. I got a theory. I feel that we will get a Starfire with another Nightwing. Now, it'll be the same Nightwing that we have right here, but it'll be a 2-pack, and this Nightwing will include 2 sets of swappable hands and the missing Eskrima sticks. Uh-oh. All right. Also from McFarlane Toys, alongside our Titans, I have John Cena's The Peacemaker. And I got Peacemaker in this comparison because he appears in that new Titans comic. So I'll give y'all a little bit of a spoiler right there. But yeah, I got Peacemaker up here. And up next, I have the Thorn in the Titan side. And this guy played a huge role in that Dark Crisis, folks. And that is the Rebirth Deathstroke. All right, let's get on to the next. All right, folks, that's all I have for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. Hope you all enjoyed this review. You know, I got to say, I enjoyed this wave way more than I thought I would. I really like this wave, folks. I like this Titans. I like this Titans team right here, folks. So we just missing Starfire, you know, and a Cyborg. You know, we'll be getting that Cyborg figure with that Flashpoint wave. I look forward to building him. He's going to be pretty tall. He's going to scale pretty tall, folks. So I look forward to that Cyborg figure. And I'm hoping we get another Wally West, you know, with the traditional Flash costume, you know, that he wore in the 90s. So, you know, I think we'll get that at some point. But, you know, I really like this Titans wave. And I enjoy it even more so, like I mentioned, due to the fact that I've been reading more Titans comics of late, you know, and I've always read Titans, but I like what they're doing with the team. So we'll see where they go with them in the comics. I will say this is definitely one of my most favorite DC Multiverse waves. And folks, I hope you all enjoyed it. But again, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to comment below. Let me know, what do you think about this wave? What do you think about the other waves that we've got from McFarlane Toys? What are you most looking forward to within the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line, or any line or anything that's going on, folks? There's just so much that's happening right now. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this, as well as everything else that's happening out in the world of geekdom. And also, folks, be sure to like, share, and subscribe as well. That's right, like, share, and subscribe. If you like this video, I truly appreciate it. If you subscribed already, I truly appreciate it as well. Also, folks, remember, I am on social media with Instagram and Twitter. And, folks, don't forget to check my community tab. I'm always posting news and updates there. And again, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And Titans, go. Until next time, folks. Bye for now.